students, I am Rajiv sir. I will be teaching you chemistry in standard 7A. Students, now I am going to start chapter 3 in chemistry, which is part 1 of 2. The chapter name is Elements, Compounds and Mixtures. Students, already you know that about elements. A substance made up of the same kind of atoms is called an elements. And you in this chapter you learn about number 1 element, symbol of elements, atoms and molecules, compounds, chemical formula of compound, mixtures, so first point is element. How can you define an element? A substance made up of the same kind of atoms is called an element. Atoms cannot be broken down into simpler substances. For example, iron is an element made up of only one kind of atoms, and each atom in iron is the same. Gold is another element made up of only gold atoms. So far about 120 elements are known today, out of which 92 are naturally occurring in the Earth's crust. The remaining elements have been made by scientists in laboratories. Scientists may find or make more elements. Next is characteristics of elements. Characteristics of elements. An element is a pure substance. An element is a pure substance. It is made up of only one kind of particles. Elements may occur naturally or may be prepared artificially. And next point is elements exist in all the 3 physical states. Next is classification of element. Classification of elements. On the basis of physical and chemical properties, elements can be classified into 4 main groups as metals, non-metals, metalloids, noble or inert gases. metal, non-metal, metalloids. It is also known as semi-metal, and noble or inert gases or inert gases. Metals, first of all, metal. All metals except mercury, which is a liquid, are solid at room temperature. Metals are usually lustrous, that means having shining surface, ductile, can be drawn into wires, malleable, can be hammered or rolled into thin sheets, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Examples: sodium, magnesium, calcium, copper, potassium, etc. are examples of metals. Next is non-metal. Non-metals are generally liquid and gases at room temperature. They have dull surfaces and cannot easily be hammered. That means non-malleable into another shape. Non-ductile. They are poor conductor of heat and electricity. For example of non-metals are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, carbon, etc. Next is metalloid. Metalloids are also known as semi-metals. They are a group of elements that lies between metals and non-metals. They show properties that are to some extent metallic as well as non-metallic. For example of metalloids are arsenic, boron, silicon, etc. Next is noble or inert gases. These are those gaseous elements that do not react chemically with other elements and are stable. For example, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon are the examples of inert or noble gases. Student, next point is symbols of elements. Already you study about the symbols of elements in standard 6. The symbol of element, for example, sodium. The symbol of sodium is Na. Symbol of magnesium. Magnesium is an element and its symbol is Mg. Symbol of carbon is C. Similarly, symbol of potassium is K. And similarly, the symbol of hydrogen is H. Symbol of oxygen is O. You know about symbol. The Latin name of sodium is natrium. So its symbol of sodium is Na. And the symbol for magnesium is Mg. Symbol of potassium is K because its Latin name is kalium. So it is represented by K. So symbol of potassium is K. And oxygen O, hydrogen H, etc. Students, you must know the important point. Number 1, a pure or impure substance. The substances may be pure or impure. May be pure or impure. Pure substances consist of one kind of substance only. Pure substance. It consists of one kind of substance only, whereas pure substances can be divided into two groups as number one element and number two compounds. And next point is impure substance made up of two or more elements or compound in any proportion by weight, which is called mixtures. So you can write like this: impure substances made up of two or more elements or compounds in any proportion. That means not fixed proportion, by weight are called mixtures. Next is elements occur in three states. Elements occur in three states: solid, liquid and gas. Solid, for example, gold, silver, iron, copper, etc. Student, already you know that the symbol for gold is AU, symbol for silver is AG, symbol for iron is Fe, and for copper, symbol of copper is Cu. Liquid, mercury and bromine. Example of liquid: mercury symbol Hg, hydrogen, and bromine Br. And in the elements occur in three states: solid, liquid and gas. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, neon, nitrogen, hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, helium, etc. Already you know that the symbol for oxygen is O, symbol of neon is Ne, oxygen symbol O, for neon N capital and E small, neon. For nitrogen capital N, symbol for nitrogen is N, symbol of hydrogen is H, symbol of fluorine is capital F, fluorine, symbol of chlorine is Cl, capital C and a small l, Cl. Don't write capital C, capital L. Capital C and a small l is a symbol for chlorine. Similarly, symbol for helium is He, H capital and E small. Students, now refer to the question which is given on the Teno app as a homework of part 1 of part 2.